It's Rolling Loud weekend, so I've been meeting with lots of special guests this weekend, and I have a guest with me right now, Mr. Plus Gibbons. How you doing?
How you doing, Robin? I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy that you're here as well.
What?
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
You've been busy.
I appreciate your patience with me more than anything. You're gonna write that in for me. Right? Well, yeah, we gonna do
right
two things
here,
at once, right?
I see.
Straight up.
Trying to multitask.
Got to. You got to.
So, okay, Plus, you gotta explain to us everything that you have going on, because you're actually, I've been meeting with a lot of artists, but you are actually on the other side of things, and you do the whole fashion, clothing, and shoes, and just the fashion line, period.
Right.
So tell me about, TRSN.
TRSN and then SPLS, which actually I abbreviated, I don't know, maybe it was like 6 years ago, I abbreviated it from TRSN Specials, which is an acronym for the Realists Emerge After Survival and Negativity.
Okay.
And then I got tired of putting my logo on shirts, and I saw so many brands doing it at the time that I wanted people to appreciate the idea more than the name of the brand.
Right.
So I abbreviated it into shorter letters, and it could be whatever you want it to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's something good.
Absolutely. The realists emerge after survival and negativity.
I like it. I knew that it stood, like it was an acronym, but I didn't know, I couldn't figure out what it was. I'm like,
Right.
I knew you would tell us.
Absolutely.
So how did you even come to that name?
Man, it was my friend Maddox, actually. I was in Atlanta at one time, chilling, and he was on Simpson Road, really in the trap. And he was like, the first name was The Truth. And after a while, I got tired of it, and he was like, why don't you call it treason? Because if anybody crossed you, they committed treason.
Right.
And I was like, that's kind of harsh to be putting on clothes. And then we abbreviated that, we made up the acronym, and then it just stuck. That was like 15, 16 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's how long you've been though?
Yeah, it's a blessing, man. I think after I had my daughter, I just kind of decided I wanted to do something right for myself, so I could be out here for her. Yeah, but she going to Penn State.
Hey,
yeah,
congratulations.
I'm telling you, thank
That's
you.
awesome.
It's a village, though. I can't take the credit.
Right. Congratulations to all of you, the whole village.
Right, thank you. Thank you so much.
So, okay, how did you really get into fashion, though? I mean, did you always design things? How did this come about? Really, the process.
My mother would send me pictures that I used to draw, which is funny because I think it was 2 years ago I did an art show with a buddy of mine named Abstract, and he had a bunch of artists, international artists come in, and they painted on jackets. And he asked me to do a jacket. I'm like, yo, you're trying to throw me in a pool full of sharks. Like, these are, credible major artists. I don't even draw. And I forgot I didn't even know how to draw. So then I created a denim jacket, and I put the inner lining, and it said, if I knew how to draw, it'd be over for y'all. So my mother is kind of the inspiration who's always pushed my art. And me being in school and just wanted, when people were wearing Tommy, I decided to wear Moschino. When people didn't really pay attention to Fendi, when they were wearing Nautica, I was wearing Fendi. It was just a passion that I didn't know I had inside me in high school.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting. So she sent you these pictures and reminded you.
Right?
That's crazy. So when you saw the pictures, you were like, oh yeah, I forgot. And you
I forgot I knew how to draw. Now I have to sketch all of my ideas of the garments that I build, and to me they look like trash, but they get the point across, to the manufacturer. Yeah, thank you.
Because I always wondered how that worked. I mean, I didn't know if you did need to know how to draw to actually create a product, but as long as you have some kind of idea that the manufacturer can understand.
Absolutely, it's just vision, man. I don't know, I tell a lot of kids that you really just have to do it. Like, you're gonna learn in the process. I feel like I've spent a lot, and I feel like I've paid for college, going through manufacturer to manufacturer. Some will rob you, some will take advantage of you, but you learn, and then you grow, and then you continue moving, Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it.
So, I know we're here for Rolling Loud weekend, and I know you've been busy with Rolling Loud.
Oh, it's just kids Splash Zanati, I feel like, you meet somebody and it's like a kindred spirit. So I'm like, you must come from the same village I do in Africa. So you know what? I got your back all the way, let's go. And you're a trying person, you know what I mean? So I've been just like, and artists are so last minute, so I feel like I worked for him, It was crazy, but I'm happy that we were able to get off the outfit. His outfit was amazing for Rolling Loud. And and it was great to see all of the Miami artists that, I've seen grow like Slump God, you know what I mean? And I mean, there's too many to mention. You know, Drew Sways, and you know, I just love all these kids. If I can help them, I try my best.
Very cool.
Yeah, I appreciate it,
That's
man.
awesome. And I mean, I know you see people out and about wearing your clothing, but especially on the Rolling Loud stage, you know?
Right.
The masses that are there.
Right, and it was more, the outfit was a feeling, because the first time I saw someone wearing my shirt, like we'll use Atlanta for instance, out of state, like my guys will go crazy. For me, I'm only excited about my next design. So I've never gotten excited to, cause we still do, we always put our emblem on the back of the shirt, and that's what makes it what it is. So a lot of street guys will hit me and be like, oh, you can't make me a RIP for my homeboy. And we ended up, my brother OJ, he ended up shipping, doing a special for a group of guys. He shipped it to him. They were like, no, it don't got the logo on the back. You know,
wow.
And then I think that's when I started, I was 10 years ago, I started to realize how strong the emblem was. And I continued to change it. So we would lose, as a lot of people who are in the fashion business, they know once you change your logo, you know, you lose a lot of people. And I've had associates that work at BB and other places tell me, every time you change your logo, you lose people. And I'm like, I only want the people who really, you know, fuck with what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy though, that they were upset that the logo was on there.
Upset,
That's
right?
crazy.
It's amazing, man. God is good,
That's
man.
awesome.
Thank
So
you.
why do you continue to change it?
It grows and it evolves like anything else. So for the cult following who keeps up with what we're doing, you remembered the dots that were the original T for the Treason logo, and then you remembered Young Buddy's silhouette, and then he was red, and then I grew that into a red label that just goes on the back and it says TRSN SPLS, and that'll turn into nothing, because I just want you to love the idea and not the clothing. So we'll just be the nothing brand.
The nothing brand.
Yeah, it's too much people chasing hype, and it's just to each his own, you know.
Right. But the nothing brand is actually something.
Absolutely.
Something major.
Absolutely. Thank you, man. I'm glad I got a second wind and people really appreciate this stuff. Like, I saw Fabulous post my sneakers and I lost it, you know, cause I've always been a big fan of his, from DJ Clue days when he was like Slim Nigga in a big body 6, you know what I mean? Like, you had to have a cassette tape to remember that shit. Nah, at all. Yeah, to have artists really appreciate the work, it's more about appreciation more than the money.
Right.
You know, the money's gonna come when you love what you're doing.
Of course.
Yeah.
But these are some sneakers that you designed?
Yeah, they're called the PBTS, which is Project Bag to Shoe. Because in the last 4 years, I stopped designing clothes, and I went directly into traveling bags and luggage. And I use this kid named Luke Casey. He says Luke Casey, I call him Luke Casey, right? So
He knows who he is.
right, you know, exactly. I'm in his house and he has this painting under his bed. I'm searching for an idea, and it was under the bed while I was leaving, and it ended up turning into our traveling bags, and it just really worked well. And I want to thank John Geiger, you know, who's another sneaker designer and clothing owner as well. You know, he did a lot for me to leverage the bag, you know, and you know, we could do a lot more, but I'm just not with the free, you know, if you love it, it's like you walk in Louis Vuitton, you pay for it. So, but it was a blessing. So that's what brought the idea to the shoe, because I was like, you know what, it's a project bag to shoe, because there's the monogram on the inside of the tongue.
Right.
And it's super subtle, and then this is our latest one. It's we use the steel. Our buckles are stable and our zipper, but we use the steel just to kind of take it up a notch. This is like my militant shoe. I'm super Jamaican militant, you know. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah.
And the shirt as well?
No, this shirt is actually Militia West. I'm from a small area of Broward called Miramar, right? And there's like 4 or 5 brands that have come after me, I guess. I guess I paved the way for them. And I've just been a fan of all of them for so long. I try to buy everything that they're doing, because people used to buy my stuff and it helped motivate me and build my inspiration to keep going, you know?
Yeah, it's
So
nice to show support.
you got to, and they're super dope, so I just try to support them so these kids keep going, you know? Because you never know where to end up.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite product, like whether it be the shoe or the bags that you like to design? Is there a favorite you like to design, or?
Man, it's hard to say. Like the Foolie shirt that I just.
So let me show this real quick. I was given a gift. Yeah. Very exciting.
So that, you're welcome, you're welcome. So that's our 6th anniversary, 4th edition to Young Foolie, which was illustrated by a friend of mine named Kenny Calderon. And our first generation, I was kind of skeptical if people were going to understand it because they don't know the backstory and I haven't told it yet. But yeah, but it's cool to see how he changes outfits. This will be his 4th outfit. His first one was Kanye, the second one was Prince, the third one was Michael Jackson, and here we are with Mike Tyson. So, you know, the idea of Foolie is he embodies all of my friends. Like, you'll have like your jack boy friend, you'll have like your entrepreneur friend, your business friend. So his mind, you know, it takes on so many different, you know, beings that he blends in. That's why he changes his outfit every time you see him. Yeah.
Why the name Foolie?
That's his alter ego. His first name was Buddy, you know, because I went to a trade show years ago, my first trade show actually, and I made a couple pieces and they were duplicated because when you're a minnow, you know, at Magic, you know, with a bunch of whales around, they're gonna get ideas. And when I came back the next show, we had a full skateboard deck series and a full concept that was called Kidnap the Bootlegger. So that's why he changes his outfit, because Foolie, he not playing like how Buddy playing.
Right.
Foolie coming to kidnap the bootlegger.
I love it.
Thank you,
I love
thank
how
you.
really create real life stories for these.
Absolutely.
You know?
People
It's a real
tattoo
person.
him. Yo,
Wow.
people, there's so many people with him tatted on him. I feel bad because I don't have him tatted on me.
Are
You
you
know?
into?
Possibly. We'll see.
You
You
like,
know?
I gotta wait a couple more years.
Right.
You sure I still like him?
You're right. I love him, but I'm more intrigued by how people love him so much more than I do. You know, like
That's amazing.
it is, man. It's fulfilling.
Very cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So how do you go about to make sure that your line doesn't start looking like other lines?
I do a lot of research because I'm a fan first, you know, so I'll see what's going on and I may do a parody just to show people that, you know, don't get caught up in the hype, love what you love, you know, and being a fan of high-end, you know, fashion, I try to keep our clothes, you know, within those lines. You know, our price points are pretty high, but, you know, it's for those who really appreciate it. You know, so I do a lot of research. I really love it, which is cool as much as I love basketball. Yeah.
Because it really, I mean, from what I've seen, it's more than clothing. It's,
Really is.
It's art. There's a lot of thought
Thank you.
into it, and it's art.
Thank you so much. And try to help my guys who are all artists, because you know, most artists they have like 10% business and 90%, you know, artists. So when I see talent amongst people I grew up with, I'm like, let's go, man. I have an idea that I know will work.
Right. I was told, because I actually first heard about you guys probably a year ago on Chance.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Chance.
Shout out to Chance.
And actually, I don't know if you remember, if you were very involved with the conversation, but he actually sent me the Ethiopia t-shirt.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
dope.
so I
Hand
have,
dive.
I'll show you the picture.
Yeah.
But, so, and he was telling me about you guys and said that, you know, you have really dope designs and you're really into community and just positive things. So,
Thank you. I'm glad he shared those kind words. We have a show in the Cayman Islands called Pull Up, and I've been traveling or visiting there for the past couple of years, and you know, doing the same thing that I do here is just seeing the talent and trying to give them a platform where they can show their talent. And man, it's just getting bigger and bigger, you know. And it's the same thing going on there. We're working harder for the third show, which is possibly in July. And it's a skateboard. We build a skate a ramp on the location. We have FIFA competitions. We have a full showroom. We have an artist live painting. You know, we get a lot of cool sponsors so people can come in and it's all inclusive. And you get all walks of life, you know, and try to show them a natural culture, you know, that's real. Even though right now people trying to copy me and take my idea and make it cookie cutter.
that's
But
what happens when you're great.
you can always read the vultures from Florida, or John Crow if you're Jamaican, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I live to inspire.
Very cool. I need to get the information on the next event.
You gotta pull up to the Cayman Islands.
Yeah.
You got to. We'll set up something in Atlanta soon. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. If you can help me, I'm all the way with it.
Do you have any words of advice for any people who are aspiring to get into the fashion industry, and what some things that they should look out for that you've been through, you know?
The pitfalls. Man, the only teacher is to do it. You know, like my road is different from someone else's road. You know, just have your antennas up at all times. That's the only advice I feel I can give to anybody, you know? Be real with yourself, know what your end goal is, and just do it. It's like Nike. Y'all hit me too, like, everybody like, when Nike gonna sign you? I'm like, I feel like a rapper.
Yeah, when's Nike gonna sign me too? I've been asking the same thing.
Right?
I don't know why they would sign me, but they need to.
They need to, period. Let's go.
They're coming out to do it. Come on, sign us both at the same time.
Exactly.
We'll accept a decent amount.
Exactly. We not tripping. We not greedy out here, man. Let's go.
I like it. Well, thank you for your
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Definitely. So can you let everybody know the
Where to-
website and where to follow you?
All right, follow me at Plus Givens. That's PlusGivens, and that's on everything. If the websites, they're on my bio. You know, TRSN SPLS.com and PlusGivens.xyz.
Got all that. So.
Let's go, DTLR. Let's go.
Yes,
We're gonna make a collection for y'all too.
I like it.
Let's
I
get
like
it.
it. Make sure you follow DTLR as well. Make sure you're subscribing and liking my videos. Robin the Heart.